Hello, Taurus. How are you doing today? That didn't go so well. Sorry. Let me reshuffle. I hope you're doing well. Hope your month has gone well for May. This will be your reading for June 2025. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, even if that includes this entire message. And then like and subscribe as well. That helps me out and helps other people see these messages too. Okay? So we're going to do the card of you, past, present, future, unless spirit changes that, because sometimes they do. Your anchor card, and then a message from your guides. This is interesting because I had some other cards pop up for a different reading, and I will put the cards in between, make sure that they are totally randomized, and then shuffle, 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 and then they still come up. So obviously this is something that needs to come up for you. So the card of you right now is Knight of Wands reversed. You are learning your boundaries. You have been through a lot, but you're still giving chances to those red flags. You're still being too kind. Okay? I'm always like, oh, I know I feel like an ick or a pause, but I'm going to give this person the benefit of the doubt. And lo and behold, or the situation, right? And my God is always right. So this is where you're at right now. You've been through a lot, right, in your life. You have different things that you know are red flags and green flags, but you're still working on enforcing your boundaries and saying, no, I can't take on more. I'm overcommitted, or I just can't support you at this time. I can't lend you any more money. I can't be in this relationship because these are red flags to me. Learning how to walk away, learning how to say yes to what's good for you. Yes, I need help. Yes, I'll take that promotion. So this is where you're at right now. Boundaries. Learning boundaries. That is my boundary card. Recent past, Six of Wands reversed. Wands are always about victories. So because it is in the reverse, okay, Wands are not always about victory. Sorry. Six of Wands is about victories. Wands are about our passions, our desires, like what drives us on this fool's journey. What makes us excited? What helps us to keep going. For some people it's art, for some people it's music, some people it's writing plays, or rocks. I have a friend who loves geology and loves rocks, and crystals and all that stuff. Ask her anything about rocks. She's amazing at it. But everybody has their thing and what drives them, even on a daily basis. I have ADHD. I have to make a list. I have to have calendar reminders. I have to have alerts on my phone. I gotta have a lot of things because my brain ping pongs. So wands are about, staying in focus. And Six of Wands, though, is about a victory. And I think that this is reversed. When I see cards as reversed, I see them as it didn't happen the way that you wanted it to happen. And so there's some disappointment there. As we keep going, it'll become more clear. And I see the High Priestess reversed, which is another indication that you've got to trust your intuition. This is where you are presently. Trust your intuition. Trust if you're getting into an elevator and there's someone in there that gives you the ick, don't get in the elevator. Trust your gut. Trust the peace as well to move forward, to take opportunities. It goes both ways. So currently, Spirit's saying, you're not trusting me. That's the High Priestess, is our intuition. Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is about being strategic, taking risk, but being smart about it. Okay? And so in your future, and this is your future card, I see, take some risks. Take some risks. Don't let yourself be bound up. Don't let yourself ignore red flags. You can take risks without ignoring red flags. You'd be like, no, this isn't for me, but that is. And I'm going to trust that because I'm going to trust divine. And I'm going to trust that I will receive satisfaction and victory. I will be excited about a goal and accomplish it. I will see progress. I will see my life change. I will feel victory, abundance, acknowledged. Trust divine in this, though. This is trusting divine to take a risk. Plan it out how you need to. Okay, here's how we avoid this hurdle. Here's how we get to our goal. You know, kind of like a football play, right? Or sports play, whatever. You have to draw it out, right? They draw it all over the place. They don't always work, but they draw it all over the place. Draw out your play. Think about it. Swords are about our thoughts, about thinking, about our actions from our thoughts. So think it through and then take a risk. That's what the Seven of Swords is. Your anchor card is the Hierophant. What is your truth? What is your truth? Your truth. Remember you, what your beliefs are, what grounds you, not somebody else. This isn't religion. This encompasses spiritual beliefs, sure, but it's what's true for you. It might be true for you that this person over here giving you kind of weird vibes, right? And so your truth is to say no to this situation or this individual, to trust divine in that, and to pursue this other situation. That is your truth. And you're going to stand in that and feel confident in that. Feel confident in who you are, what you stand for, what your boundaries are, what your gut tells you. Like, it's always that first, like, you know, like, I always feel it here. But I'll say I've had some scary things happen, you know, like you could feel somebody like walking behind you, or you could feel that like, oh man, I'm about to go meet somebody, but something doesn't feel right about it, or I have this job offer, but I don't feel like I should take it because I need the job, but like something doesn't feel right about it. Trust your gut. Trust your truth. Stand on that. And then a message from your guides here. Okay, and victory is for you. Abundance is for you. Having boundaries that you can stand firm in is for you. Being able to understand your intuition, and that might be a point of growth for you, and standing in that is for you. Even if it hurts somebody else, you can't care about somebody else's feelings. I mean, don't be an asshole. Well, not true. Okay. Sometimes you have to be an asshole to people. 100%. Like, I've had not okay experiences with men. Men I don't know. You know, just coming up to me, saying things. It's okay to be an asshole and to stand in your truth there. And be like, fuck off. Not okay. What you just said is not okay. How you approach me is not okay. Trust your intuition. Trust your intuition. Trust it. Trust it. The good and the bad. The positives and the negatives. The peace. Oh, this seems too good to be true. Trust it. Trust it. Trust your intuition. Trust the spirit's not going to lead you down a shady ass path. We get into those shady ass paths because we don't trust our intuition, or because we let our ego get the best of us. We're like, yeah, I know what I need, I know what I want, and then we don't trust that gut that's telling us, no, let's not go that way, you know, like, or yes, come this way, you know, like, come into this door. There's a door of opportunity. It's not going to fuck you over. I know other doors have, but this one isn't. Trust your intuition. Okay, here's what they're saying. Once you do this is what you need to work on for the month. Your boundaries. You need to work on your boundaries. You need to work on trusting yourself, trusting your gut. You need to be strategic about your next move, whatever that means for y'all. And any of your situations. Be strategic, but take a risk, is what this is saying. Take a risk. And then stand fast. I don't know if that's the phrase. Stand firm in your beliefs, in your truth. What's true for you? Again, like, that doesn't mean like there are people that are bold in their truths that are very hurtful to other people intentionally. Standing in your truth when somebody comes up to you in a way that's not okay and that breaks your boundaries, and you come back at them with force and reinstate those boundaries, that, even if they call you names, that is not being an asshole. Being an asshole, standing in your truth when you have racism or bigotry or transphobia, that's not okay. Your truth should be about love, light, and acceptance for all people. So I'm speaking to you all. I'm hoping that those are the people that are listening to this message. Stand in your truth. Okay, and then here's what we have. 10 of Wands reversed, 9 of Pentacles reversed. Don't expect the worst. Ask for help when you need it. 10 of Wands is almost making it home, but you've worked so hard on something, but you're carrying too much. You're overwhelmed. It's okay to ask for help. It's okay to let go of some responsibilities and say, okay, this is too much for my plate. So I need to let this go and focus on this over there. Don't feel disappointed when you don't see results immediately. You're going to have a harvest. That's what this is. But you need to let go of some things so that you're not overwhelmed, so that you're not burdened, so that you can see this instead of feeling disappointed because you're not seeing this because you're carrying too much. When you do that, you have new beginnings for you. Ace of Cups. Fulfillment. Like deep fulfillment. Emotional stability. Your cup is overflowing so that you have enough to give to others. You don't have enough to give to others in this card. That's why you need to ask for help and let go of some stuff and trust your intuition. Your boundaries. No, I can't do that. Yes, I can do this. I know you want me to work 10 days a week, even though there's only 7. But you know what I can give you? I can give you 4.5. You know, set your boundaries. Stand in them. Don't overburden yourself, okay? And then when you do that, it gives you capacity to receive what you need to receive. You can't receive if your hands are full. You know, and you can't receive if you have too much. If you're carrying all this stuff, you can't receive. You have to let some stuff go so that somebody else can be like, oh, hey, saw your cup was empty. Let me just give you a hug over here, an encouraging word, or let me take you out for dinner, or let's go do something fun. Let's fill your cup so that you don't feel exhausted, so you don't feel disappointed, so you don't feel like you can't say no, so you don't feel like you can never, ever, ever get the acknowledgement and edification that you need. Let go. They're saying let go so that they can fill your cup. Might be a person, might be a situation. And then Page of Swords is thinking about things in a different way and starting on a new habit of those thoughts. Aces are about, hey, here's the seed, here's the opportunity. Pages are about taking that opportunity and taking those first steps into that. So this is you knowing who you are. This is the Page of Swords. Standing in who you are, having your boundaries, trusting your intuition, okay? Taking strategic risk. Also, like, just strategic in general. It doesn't have to be at risk, but just thinking things through and being like, no, I'm going to do it this way. You know, like, I've thought about that. Too many red flags. Gonna do it this other way. Standing in your truth. All of these are Page of Swords, starting a new habits, knowing who you are, standing in that. not allowing people to push over your boundaries. You've got this, okay? It feels heavy. Something feels heavy for somebody. She's overwhelmed, exhausted. That's what I feel. But know that this is for you. This renewal, this refresh, revitalization. Spirit saying, hold on. Hang on. Hang in there, is what I'm trying to say. Let's drop what you can't carry. And let's move into this, where you feel at peace, where you feel in balance, where you feel, okay, now I can do something that I really want to do and finish this over here and get that victory and have enough to give to other people now. You don't feel exhausted in this card. You feel satisfied and enriched and just like with your people, you know, like you have the right people around you that edify you and lift you up. Spirit wants you to have this. They're offering it to you. Take it. You have to let go of something else, though, that's not serving you. Okay? Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, even if that's this entire message. Have a wonderful month.